Hi everybody, it's me, Monica, and welcome to another speed build. So today we're going to be doing a Mediterranean house, very inspired by my own roots. This type of architecture is very known from Croatia's beautiful coast on the Adriatic Sea. And this one is highly inspired by one part of the Adriatic Sea, and that's Dalmatia. And this type of houses you can find also in Spain and Italia or something like that, but we are very popular by our white stone walls and blue shutters, and that's really something that you can find on our coast. And I was really thinking that this is the perfect time for me to do my own architecture. I mean, I'm from Zagreb, so we have the architecture that is closer to probably Germany, Hungary, and also Austria. But this particular part of Croatia is very Mediterranean looking, and it inspired me to do something like this today. I'm really hoping that you are going to like it, guys. This is something different for me. This is not like a typical cottage that I used to do, like in the woods. This is something more private to me, and I really loved doing it. Also, as you can see, we are here in Windenburg on, I think, 20 by 30 lot, but we are going to shortly move on the bigger lot because I just noticed that this is too tiny for something that I want to make. Also, you're going to see on the left side that I made the illusion of like a house on a hill. I would say it like that because most of the houses in Dalmatia are on the hill. So I recreated this stone wall filled parts, whatever, filled with plant life, just to get that illusion of a hill house, or like the one part of this house is on the hill. And that was quite a job for me, I would say it like that, because we don't have worlds like that in The Sims. Also, the greenery here in Windenburg is not correct, it's not perfect. I really tried to find the perfect lot for some time. I went to Bridleton Bay. Also, I've been in Sulani, and what else? Oh, that's probably it. Those are the worlds that have like the sea involved. Unfortunately, the Sims can swim only in Sulani, which is very sad, and I really think that they could fix it now because we have Sulani, and almost like they did with the pawn tool, put them in the base game. So I think that would be very good to have in the game so they can go and swim. Bridleton Bay was probably the best option in terms of like seaside and greenery and things like that around the house, but just the lots weren't perfect. Like they were rather too big or too small, and I just couldn't bear it. I couldn't bear that imperfection. But I was really sad because I couldn't I couldn't recreate that perfect hill in Dalmatia and the house on it. I had similar problems when I was doing a Santorini villa. Maybe you saw it. It's one of my first videos ever. I think the second one actually. And I really like that Mediterranean type of style, and I also did like Spain inspired house, even though it's more Mexican than Spain. But I'm sure that I'm going to find some time to make Spanish architecture as well, because I really, really love it. And you know that I really enjoy different cultures, and just to play with their own architecture. It's a little bit hard in The Sims because we don't have like enough items that would be perfect for different countries and things like that, especially if you are not a custom content users. That's very, very hard. We basically have like what, Oasis Springs, and I don't even know what else. We've got that Moroccan type of back kit, Oasis, Courtyard to Oasis, yes, Courtyard to Oasis, and what else, guys? Help me tell. There is definitely not enough of them. We don't have any Mediterranean type of worlds, and that's very sad for me as a Croatian. I really like my culture, and I wish I could build more of the, different parts of Croatia and enjoy it, because I really love my country. But anyways, probably the most used back in here is definitely Organic by Felixandre and Harry. They did that collaboration when the cottage living came out, so it's basically more of a cottage, like a modern cottage type of a bag. It's now available for free, so if you are interested in that, definitely check it out and download it for free from the House of Harlex. And also I use like Pierre Sim, I think. I use this beautiful mirrors that are actually the extension for the cottage living from the Peacemaker. And of course I used a few King Falcon's fountains because I'm obsessed with them. I told you 100 times. I used a little bit of Cluttercat here and there, and I think that I used Charlie pancakes, and that would be mostly that is mostly it. Because I just didn't want to use too many custom content creators, because it's very hard to make a list and there is a lot of people who don't appreciate it, or doesn't appreciate it. So yeah, I'm going to try to not use all of the custom content in the world that I have in the future, so I'm hoping that you are going to be more satisfied with my custom content lists, which you can, by the way, find on my Tumblr's Tumblr, how is it called? Simsphony Sims. Yes, I don't have it for a long time, but I uploaded almost all of my CC builds, at least the ones that are important. But I'm planning on put them all in the future. I just need some time to do that because that's a lot of work. So as you can see, basically for the exterior I didn't use much. There is a lot of wooden types of furniture and a lot of flowers basically, and that's it. You were able to see the pool as well, and that's one of my favorite pools ever. I don't often use pools, I don't know why, but I'm a more like lake type of person or a pond type of person, or something like that. So here we are in the kitchen. this is probably the room that I was building for the longest of time. I changed so many things in so many ways. I don't know. I don't know what was up with this kitchen. Also, it has a lot of details that I sped it up a little, as you can see, because I needed such a long time to just put it all together. I really used a lot of clutter in here. Also, the furniture for this kitchen is basically Harry's spoon collection, also Harry's country collection. And I think this sink is from Charlie Pancakes, if I'm not mistaken. But most of the clutter that you can see in here is the House of Harlechs, so Felix Andre plus Harry, and also Pierre Sim. So those are the CC creators that I've been using in here. Also, you can see this little trick with the pots. I basically hang them in there on this clothing rack from oh my god, from the spoons collection, yes. And that's it. Also, I think this table is from Harry, but is it country collection? I'm not sure. I honestly forgot. There is so many packs right now from Harry and Felix that I honestly starting to forget where and when they put them all together, because I have them all of the time. They have the new collaboration right now that the name is Shop the Look, and they have like two different parts of Shop the Look. One is on Felix Andre's Patreon and one is on Harry's Patreon. I think both of those are going to be available for free in some time. So if you cannot spend any money, maybe you are willing to wait for a few days or a month or something like that. And also I seen that they're making another collaboration, and I cannot be more excited. I really like when their two are collaborating, and they're just amazing as a pair, I would say. For this interior, I didn't know in which way to go, but most of the houses right now that I've been in are not super rustic in terms of that all of the furniture is rustic and old, but definitely you can find a lot of original pieces from the house, and mixed with like IKEA style, I would say, like a little bit more modern furniture. But there is a lot of people who doesn't live in Dalmatia. They actually have the summer houses, just vacation houses there. So most of them are renovating, of course, their houses that they, I don't know, get from their family or bought them. There is actually a lot of people who doesn't live in Croatia, but they have a lot of like houses and boats and things like that on the Adriatic Sea. So that's very usual and common thing in here. So most of the people are just trying to renovate their house with just different types of furniture, I would say, and make them more creative and theirs. So I did that as well in here. I really wanted to make this house look like I live there. If that makes sense. I would never go live to Adriatic Sea because they are having a lot of strong winds, and mostly at the winter time you don't have nothing to do there. Nothing is working because that's very like a touristic area. So everything is working during the summer, but during the winter time everything is kind of empty. The clubs are empty. There is no people. A lot of young people from there are coming here to Zagreb or bigger towns just to go to education or I would say college, but we don't really have colleges. It's more like the university. So most of the houses there are just for summer rent or for a vacation home or things like that. So I decided to decorate this in kind of my style. I would say it's a combination between a lot of different styles, like rustic type of style, also a little bit of Bohemian style and nautical style as well. So it's a very nice mesh of different just types of interior design, I would say. Also, this grill area in here is also very typical to, I would say, even Croatia in general. I don't even know how to call that part where the grill is, but that's a very common thing, and I was really struggling to make it look as it should look, let's say it like that. And after I finished the footage, I decided to change it, so you are going to see the finished product at the end of this video. But it's not so much different. I just made some changes basically to make it look a bit more polished, I would say it like that. So this is the dining area and the dining room, and I decided to make it open with these gates around it and blue shutters that you can close during the winter when the weather is a little bit more cold. And here is a fireplace as well, so this place can stay heated and nice and warm and cozy even during the winter days. So I thought this would be a very nice dining area for a family who lives in here or stays. And this is like the outdoor shower, I would say it like that. That's also very typical if you're having a house in Dalmatia. But mostly those showers are even more open, like they're literally on the open. But I decided to close them down like this because they just fitted this space, and I don't know, I kind of like it. I'm not going to lie. Okay, here we are in the study area or the office area where we have like space for 2 computers. So it's for the parents who live with here with their child. And also you can see that I used a lot of Harry and Felixandre in here, like living room, also a Berlin seat from Felixandre. These chairs are from the kitchen from Harry and Felixandre. So yeah, a lot of House of Harlequins in here. I didn't want to make this office too occupied since I thought this could be a perfect vacation house. So I I decided to use just a basic thing and also put like wardrobe in here for just suits and things like that you are not wearing often when you are in here. So I decided to put a wardrobe here as well. As I mentioned, we also have a child in here. It's not a toddler, it's a child. So I made a very, very cute nautical room based on one room that I did before on my Instagram page. It was just for fun and it was just a room. But it's probably my favorite children room ever that I've done. This one is much smaller, but I technically wanted this kid to be a dreamer, like that he thinks that he's going to be a pirate someday, and he's a very creative kid. I think that kids these days are like stopping their creativity because they have access to the internet, and they're spending a lot of time on computers and also mobile phones, tablets, and things like that, and they don't have the time to dream, and they don't have enough time to just be creative and, you know, playing. Kids these days are not playing anymore, and that's very, very sad to me because I was that playful kid who liked to do everything by herself, and just I really wasn't afraid to dream, you guys, and I'm still not. So I don't know, is it a good thing, a positive thing, or a curse, but it's what it is, so can't help it. I used some items from Get Famous in here as well, that I found that are just parts of the ship. And most of the other things that I used in here is tiny travelers from Felix, Andre, and Harry, and also the oak house from Pierre Sim. I used some other things in here that I can see, but there is not a lot of them. It's mostly walls, and this mirror is from the organic set. Also this wardrobe. Maybe it's Florence from Felix Andre, maybe, but I'm not sure. You're definitely going to find the whole CC list on my Tumblr Simsphony, Simsphony Sims, so you don't have to worry, everything will be there. I know it's not so easy to download everything, but if you really want it, please do, because I think that you're going to enjoy it once you move into my house. I'm really hoping for that, you know. I like to think that after I stop playing my game, you start playing with my game, you know, and somehow it's becoming a little bit more alive. And I don't know, that's a thought that really makes me happy, and I really like to cherish it in my mind, if you don't mind. And this is like family art room, I would say. I just basically put a lot of art and messy things in here. We have this creativity desk for the kid, and we also have the easel for the grown-ups if they want to paint. Also, it would be perfect to put some instruments in here, because the Dalmatian people really like to sing and having parties and playing the guitar and mandolin and also tamburica. And they really know how to sing. They're very creative and talented people in general. I really like the Dalmatian people there. So cool and so chilled, and they're giving you such a homey, like normal, I don't know, special atmosphere anyways. So we are in the second bathroom here on the upstairs. It's not a big bathroom, but it has basically all the necessities that you need in one bathroom. I combined this tiny traveler's table with Harry's spoon collection, and they functioned very nicely together, so I was pretty happy about that. This is the last room that I'm going to decorate today, and this is the master bedroom, and it's absolutely adorable. It has a sitting area, and it has a lot of cute little clutter in here, and this is maybe like even my favorite bedroom. Like this one and the kids one are so gorgeous. I really like them very much. I just wanted to say thank you all, guys. I've got quite a lot of subbies, new subbies here on my channel. So I really wanted to say thank you to all of you who are supporting me here on my channel. And for all of you who are new in here, hi, my name is Monica, and I'm hoping that you are going to subscribe to my channel if you like the content that I'm doing. I'm really into historical type of builds and also mystical, dark fantasy builds. So if you are up for some things like that, and if you like an architecture like I do, please make sure to subscribe to see more of my work in here. So with that said, thank you all so much for watching. I cannot wait to see you again very soon. I'm sending you a lot of kisses. Please enjoy the rest of my video. Bye you guys.